Okay, welcome back, guys. Let's get started. Okay, this is a path. So now you can see the difference. So far, whatever raise this number. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Now you can see this is a path. You can see the difference. So far, our path used to be from, it starts from what? Any guys remember? It starts with SPRO, then ING. Okay, now it is just saying accounting. That means we no need to go to SPRO. It is in the SAP Easy Access menu itself. You can see accounting here. Just go to accounting. It says financial accounting, GL, master records. Okay, individual processing centrally. GL accounts, individual processing central. Individual processing, can just see it is central. Okay, I have mentioned T code also here, FS00. Okay, when it comes to creation of GL accounts, here you can see we can create it centrally. We can create only at the chart of accounts level. We can create only in company code level. Okay, you have a GL creation. It's an option given to you whether you want to create only at the company code level or only at the chart of accounts level or centrally. Centrally means what? You can create chart of accounts as well as company code together in centrally. Okay, let's get started with centrally. We can see the difference as well. Okay, we'll say our company code is A100. Say A100, and we need to see. We need to give one GL account from our chart of accounts list. What was our one GL account? We'll just say 1000. Okay, I'll just say create. Okay, we need to choose. Okay, again we can see here control in chart of accounts. That's what it says. That means if you want to create only in chart of accounts, that means you can see or you can create only in this particular tab. Okay, we will see the balance sheet. We are choosing current asset. We'll say cash account. Okay, here you can see the control, account control in company code. Okay, you can, that means if you go to the next option which says create only in company code, then you can see, then you will fill or you can create in this tab. Okay, Here the account currency is filled automatically. By default, it will take the company code currency. As per our configuration, it is USD. It will, by default, it will take US dollar. Okay. If you tick this, that means it can accept only in US dollar. If you don't tick this, that means it can accept this entry can be this GL can accept any other currency also other than USD. Okay, normally in the business, what happens in many GL accounts, as you can see or assume, any company for that matter, it will be a global company where it will be transacting with multiple different countries, where it needs to transact in multiple different currencies. In those cases, it is necessary that each and every GL can able to accept more than one currency. So if the specific GL is intended to use only in local currency, then we need to tick. Otherwise, let that be blank, without, let that be like without unchecked. Okay. The tax category we will see at the time of when we are configuring tax related accounts. Maybe in future we also see how to configure tax and all. Okay, here the exchange rate difference key. If you want to have the specific valuation for this particular GL account, then we can use this configuration. Again, here the valuation group. Okay, here we can maintain the valuation group, what we are going to how we are going to evaluate this GL account. When we say exchange rate difference and the valuation group, it is when this GL account is exposed to foreign currencies and transactions, these two field get used. Tax category we will use at a later stage. Okay. And posting without tax allowed. Okay, there are some GL accounts where we also need to post those transactions without tax. Okay, even though we have a tax in that company code, we need to post. There are some transactions where it comes without tax. In those cases, if you feel this particular GL account will have some entries without tax also, then we need to tick this posting without tax. Otherwise, without this tick, if it is if the tax category is filled, we have few tax category where it says all types of tax allowed, input and output, or you can give specific tax code. In those cases, it expects some tax code to be assigned when we are posting to this GL account. Otherwise, it will just, when we tick this, it can accept without tax also. We will see when we move on to the tax postings. Okay. Here we have something called Recon account type. Okay, Recon account type is nothing but we will see further. Hey Balu, we will see further, like when we are creating asset account and customer vendor, we will be using this Recon account type. Then we will discuss more on how this GL will be maintained, or this GL account will be maintained. When we after this GL, we will either move to customer or vendor. Then we will see how this configuration impacts our GL account. Okay, again here we have something called alternate GL account. This is very much important. We just need to relate some concept which we have discussed earlier. Okay, here alternate GL account is nothing but earlier we have discussed about country specific chart of accounts. I was, while explaining, I was told like in a specific GL account or for a specific GL account, the country itself says if it is the specific account category, then it should have a specific GL accounts. In those cases, we will maintain the country specific account number in this alternate account number. Okay, account managed in external system. When we are managing this GL accounts from external system, that means this account itself managed in external system. From SAP, we are sending some data, or we are receiving some data. In those cases, we will maintain here. It is inflation key here. We have something called inflation indicator. I'm not sure what is actual utility of it. Maybe you guys can check by pressing F1. See, these are all the process they will use if you are using inflation accounting solution. Okay, we are not discussing anything about inflation accounting solution, so in our case this will be blank. The tolerance group, earlier we have created GL and employee tolerance group. If you want to have specific tolerance group assigned, that means if you need to control the authorization based on the tolerance group, then we can assign the tolerance group here. Okay, here we have account management in company code. We have something called open item management and line item management. Okay, we will see actually when we go to the GL account how the display will be. If you are maintaining some GL account open item, that means what? You will maintain that particular GL account as an open item. Subsequently, you expect some other entry. That means take an example of customer GL account, which will be a good fit for an open item managed account. That means whenever you are creating customer line item, that means that will be open till the customer pays back for the invoice or for the goods whatever we have supplied. In those cases, this account will be open item managed. When the customer pays, this will go as a cleared item that we will see when we are seeing open item and the cleared line item. We will see actual utility of how open item management works. Again, here the line item display. Again, we will see how the line item will look like when we post a few entries to some GL accounts, and we will see what is the line item display will look like. Here, SAT key. When you execute this specific GL account, how the GL should be sorted. Okay, when we go to the line item display of this GL account, how the GL account needs to be sorted. Okay, whether it should be based on document date or posting date. You have so many other parameters to choose. As it is a cash account, we will just choose posting date. And again, authorization group. Overall should be authorized to touch this account. Okay, in those cases, we will maintain authorization group. If you have a specific list of authorization group, then we will maintain authorization group here. It controls overall can access this GL account and overall can post to this GL account. Okay, here clerk abbreviation, I don't have any value. We have something called account clerk. We have in customer and vendor master data also, where it will assign to a specific accounting clerk. In those cases, we will maintain this value here. Okay, in the joint venture data in company code. Okay, recovery indicator. If you are doing something to do with joint venture, then we will maintain some indicator here. We are not discussing about the joint venture, so I'll just leave it blank. The last tab. So we have the first tab which says control in chart of accounts. The second tab which says account control in company code. The last tab, again, we can say the control of document creation in company code. Okay, when you are creating a GL account, that means these three are mandatory tabs where you need to fill in data. Okay, we will complete this company code tab, and we will discuss. I will theoretically see. Okay, see, so far whatever we have configured, now we are utilizing it. You have seen something called field status group, where it controls your fields. The number of fields needs to be entered at the time of GL entry, which controls your fields at the time of entry. With this group, with this field status group, here you have some more control for this GL accounts. Post automatically. That if you tick this, the GL account cannot be posted manually. That means if the system automatically, we have some GL accounts where it can be set as automatically post. That means system itself will pick up this GL account and post in those GL account. We can maintain this as a post automatically. When we come to the tax configurations and all, we can use this tick. Other than that, as of now, let it be like without automatic posting. If you take this, the system can pick this GL account and post. Okay, as of now we are not doing that, and this is supplement to auto posting. We have posted some automatic entries for those like correction entries. This GL account, if you are using only for the correction, then we need to use this. Okay. Recon account ready for input. We have something called at the time of, okay, anyway, it is a Recon account. That means it is a reconciliation account. Okay, something we have discussed here. When we are posting to customer or vendor, we have something called Recon account ready for input. That means at the time of posting, you have an option to change the customer or vendor Recon account. Okay, that we will see at a later stage if we could find some scenario to change this. And again, bank or financial details in company code. We will have planning detail. If you are doing cash flow kind of configuration, then we will say it will be relevant for cash flow, especially our cash and bank related. Definitely it will be relevant for cash flow. Okay, here we have house bank and account ID. That those will be relevant if it is a bank related GL accounts. Okay, interest calculation information in company code. We have interest indicator here and interest calculation frequency and calculation date. If you are using this particular GL account to capture the interest, or if you are using this GL account to calculate and post the interest, then we will have the interest calculation indicator here. We are not using those. Okay, with this our GL is ready. That means now we will see we have one tab which says control in chart of accounts and 2 tabs for company codes. Okay, these 2 tabs for company codes, totally 3 tabs. It is very much necessary to fill these 3 tabs with necessary detail. All other things are like if you have this the keyword or translation, if you have a multiple language, then we need to maintain it in multiple language. We have just by default the system goes in English. In our case we are logging in English. If you want to log in some other language, say if you want to have, you have some users who also log in with German or Japanese or Indonesia. You have so many, even you have Hindi also. You have some users who log in those local languages, then you need to maintain those language detail also. Otherwise, if they log in other than English, those the translation or those kind, see this kind of text will be blank if they log in other than English. Okay, here about it talks about company code details. Okay, whether it is in English or what kind of notes and all information about company code. It says what is a company code, what is a country key. Okay, these 3 are automatically filled by system. The translation, if you need to have any specific translation, then you need to fill this. Otherwise, we need to fill only these 3 transactions if you are doing it only in English. Okay, I'll just save this GL account. Okay, you can see data saved. We have one GL account. We may need to create one more GL account. We will create 4,000. I'll say, okay, that we need to choose whether it is P&L or balance sheet whenever we are creating some GL accounts. I'm just saying direct expenses. I'll just say salary. Okay, we can just say salary account or salary expense account. Okay, we will just say it as a line item. If it is not balance sheet, it will not allow us to maintain open item management. Okay, if you want to see, we will just tick as open item management. We will get an error while saving. Okay, before saving, we can see check. See, it says open item management only allowed for balance sheet accounts. The data contains error, you can't save. So we need to remove this open item. Open item, if you want to tick, that should be a balance sheet GL account. Earlier we have created 1,000, that is a cash. Obviously it is a balance sheet account. So it was allowing us with open item management. In this case, it is a P&L. So obviously the P&L account cannot be open item. We just need to maintain as line item display if you need. Otherwise, even it can go without line item also. Okay, we will save. Now we have created one GL cash and one GL salary. Okay, we will see what is a theoretical part here. Okay, we have given some GL account, and it is more of a whatever we have discussed. Okay, here also we are just maintaining field status group. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, we have created two GL accounts. Here it says, let's see. Here it says there are few things you may need to know to open a new session. How to open a new session? Okay. This says new GUI window. GUI is graphic user interface. GUI means graphic user interface. That means it is a we can see visually what is there on the screen, right? That is called graphic user interface. That is new GUI. See, I have two sessions now. See, one sessions where I can create a GL, and I have one more session. If you are obviously many people will do multitasking. So SAP allows you to, if you are doing something and immediately you think, oh, for this specific task to complete, I have a prerequisite where I need to configure something, or I need to do something else to complete this task, then you can just open a new session, and you can create that. Okay, that is a new session if you want to create. Okay. That's how you can create a new session. How to open a new session? Okay, to open a new session, how to open a new session? Go to system menu bar. Okay, that's what it is saying. Go to system menu bar. There is a star icon here. You can create a new session or use /o. The slash should be a forward slash. Okay, we will just say /o. See, it says open one. I don't know whether it is open. Okay, we will see. Okay, no, it's not open. It means I have /o. Backend session. Here we have them, right? Yeah, now I have two sessions. We can see one here, one here. Okay, one with where we are creating GL account. The other session, it is just a easy access menu. Okay, that's how we can create by /0. Even it is saying by /0 followed by a transaction. /0 followed by a transaction. I have given some other transaction over there. I'll just say /0 f-02. That means it is a GL entry. See, it is open whatever the transaction code I have asked for. Okay, that's where you can create a new session based on this and use /n followed by a transaction code to get a new transaction without retaining an existing screen. That means what? It will open a new transaction in the same screen. It will not open a new session in the same session. It will just open a new transaction. Okay, here now we have three sessions. We'll go to the first one where it says centrally the same session. I'll just say f-02. That means what? Earlier I have used /o. That means it will create a new session. In this case, it is not creating a new session. It will open this T code in this same session. We'll just see. Okay, it is opened in the session 1 only. The session 2, it remains same. Session 3, it remains same. Okay, in the session 3, we have just opened this transaction code. Okay, /n, that's how we will use. Now we will know how to open a new session using star or with /0 or with /0 with a T code. Okay, it gets a new session retaining existing screen. That means one screen, whichever existing which you are working, it will be there and it will open a new session. And when you use /n, that means in the same screen you will get a new T code whichever you are entering. Okay, now we will see working with template. Okay, working with template. Okay, we will just see while creating GL accounts. Okay, in the master data, we have created 2 GL accounts. We will see working with template. Okay, now we have 4,000 is our one GL account. We have something called with template, create with template. That means if you want to create a new GL account, which is similar to existing GL which you have created, in those cases, we can use this option with template. Okay, I'll just say 4,100, the account which is not created, which is a new account. I'll just say with template. We no need to go to create and we need to fill in all the necessary details. Instead, we can just say copy this GL account from 4,000. The company code is A100. Okay, now it is 4,100, which same description. We need to change the description. We will just say what should be our one expense account. We have created a salary. We will just say miscellaneous expense account. Okay, see the rest all, it is tick line item, it has sort key, and it has G001, your field status. Rest all it is automatically filled. We have just changed the description. Okay, we will see. Now you can see this GL account, it is already created. Whenever you want to create the one GL account, which is similarly with the help of an existing GL account, you can just create other GL accounts quickly. Okay, that is with reference. Okay, whatever we have, when we are creating GL accounts, that is called master data. Okay, earlier, okay, so far whatever we have done, when the transaction starts with SPRO, that means it all configurations, whatever we have done, and master data. Now we have created GL accounts. Subsequently, we will create customer, vendor, and all. That is that is a part of master data. In a real business scenario, normally there will be a master data management team from a business. They will maintain the master data. Okay. Obviously, for the development, when we are in development server, we need to maintain the master data, which is like a part and parcel of consultant work. But in the production system, definitely there will be a master data team in a big enterprise organization structure. They will maintain the master data for us. Okay, we no need to create master data, but definitely we need to know how to create or what are all the different fields involved in the master data. The next step is transactional data, which is daily operational accounting. That is end user activity. Okay, when maybe at the end of this course, as you have learned SAP, you can go to any one of these from a business point of view. Either you can just go as a end user or master data management or a consultant. My wish is you all should go as a consultant, which obviously pays more money in the market. If you go as a end user, compared to other accounting software, if you are entering into a business, if you are entering into an organization where they have SAP, if you go as an user with SAP knowledge for a end user activity, it will be kind of an added advantage for you. It is just one more option you have. Definitely, I'll wish you should go as a consultant. Okay, now we will see what is actual transaction. We will going to post. So far, we have done the configuration and the relevant master data to post this GL account. Now we will see. F-02 transaction code we have just seen, and this is a path where it is accounting, financial accounting, GL, document entry, and general entry posting, journal posting, and you have T code. Here it gives instruction how to how to post a GL account. We will just directly dive into SAP system. Okay, in the document entry, you have F-02. Okay, directly we can go here and type like /n F-02 or directly F-02 also. Okay. See, I'm entering document date, posting date. System automatically fills the current date if you want to enter the current date. And for the GL account, for the journal entry, the default document type is SA. You can use any document type you need, as long as it allows GL account to be posted. Okay, our company is A100, and the period, we have not entered the period based on the posting date and our configuration. The system automatically takes September as 6th period based on our company code and the fiscal year variant. Okay, by default the system takes the company code currency, which is USD. Here we have document number. When we are creating number range, we have discussed something called external number range. If you want system to control the number range, that means it is a internal number range. If the business want to control the number range, then it will be a external number range. That means you need to enter what should be the number for this document. Okay, as we have not ticked external number range, that means system should take this document number. We will see once we move out of the screen, system automatically fills the document number as internal. We will see before posting, we will revisit this field, how it is filled. Okay, references for each and every transaction in the business. Definitely there should be a some reference on the text. Assume you are posting some JV in the business scenario, there will be a continuous JV number. So this reference can be your regular JV number. Assume it is JV 001 we'll just say salary entry. Okay. In my back of my mind, I thought we have created one of the GL account as salary. We will just say it is a salary entry, and it is a very good day. It's the first day of the month, so obviously everyone is expecting a salary. So we will say 4,000. Okay, here 4,000. If you know the GL account, by practice, if you know the GL account, we will you can just enter the GL account. If you don't know, then you have option here. Okay, it will gives you whatever the GL account, it is there in chart of accounts 100. Okay, you have so many other fields. You can even go with a long text search, and you have GL account number and company code. You have account. You have so many other options. You can just search also. Like it will just give you, if you know the GL account, it will give you the GL account. This will be kind of a more generic. You don't need to know the GL account. If you know the at least description, normally you can guess the description, what is a GL account you are looking for, then you can go with the description. Otherwise, we have created very few GL accounts. We can see what is the list of GL accounts. Okay, we have 3 GL accounts created. It is showing all 3 GL accounts, which is there in A100 chart of accounts. So we are trying to choose salary GL account. Okay, here posting key. Posting key, I'm not sure whether we have discussed so far. I think we have discussed, right? Posting key is it's part of configuration, where I just told you guys, like SAP provides enough number of posting keys where you don't need to create, where there will not be any specific need to create posting keys unless business want to create something. Okay, you can just see how the posting keys are arranged. Okay, you can just see like it is account type. C means it is customer. D means DRC, that means debit or credit. D means it is debit. Posting key name, it is invoice. Customer invoice. When we are issuing customer invoice, obviously if you think from an accounting point of view, customer account should be debit. That's why it is saying customer account debit. 01 means we will see when we move on to the customer and vendor how this account type and debit or credit indicator will impact us. Okay, here you can see up to 19 it is all customer, up to 9 all is debit, after 11 to 19 it is credit. Okay, you can even from interview point of view, you may need to know this posting key configuration. From an interview point of view, they can ask what is customer posting key starts from or ends at. Okay, this 9 and 19 we will call it as a special GL accounts that we will come at a later stage when we go to special GL configurations. Now we are talking about 40 and 50. 40 means here we have G, that means it is GL. D means debit. Okay, think from an accounting point of view, we are paying salary to employees. That means it is an expense. Obviously, it should be a debit entry. Okay, debit salary, credit, it should be either cash or bank. Okay, we have chosen 40 here. We'll go with 40. We have special GL indicator that is not applicable here. It is the company code. We will see when we post the cross company code. We will see at a later stage. As of now, we are good with the posting key 40, which is debit. The GL account is 4,000, which is our salary GL account. Okay, I'm just pressing enter. It will go to the next screen where I'll just say $1,000. I'll just say salary for the month of, now we are October, it should be August salary. The next is 50. Okay, it says GL credit, so that's what we need. 1,000. We know the 1,000 is cash GL account. When we are okay, when we just go here, okay, we can use start to copy the amount. Okay, and plus for text from the previous screen. Okay, we will see how does it work. I'll just press star here. You can enter 1,000 or star. If you are, say, you are doing some 10 lengthy entry. One is salary, one is miscellaneous expenses. Both together, you are just posting a one cash voucher. Then at the end, you can just stay star. It will post the difference, or it will bring the difference. In our case, we have only one entry. I'm just saying star, and here it says text. I'll say what it happens. See, I no need to enter amount 1,000. I no need to enter this text again. Okay, it brings from previous screen for the text. The amount, it will be a balancing amount. Okay, now we have this display document overview. Okay, you can see the document number. It is saying internal. That means the system will take care on its own. Okay, you have something called the translation date. Okay, if you are entering this document with a foreign currency, then this translation account will come into picture. That we will see going forward, where we'll when we deal with the foreign currency transactions. Okay, we will see what is this translation date, how it impacts. As of now, we will just see there is one more date called translation date. We have our JV reference. We have 40 salary account, which is debit, and 50, which is cash account, credit. You have sign here, debit credit indicator also, and it says debit 1,000, credit 1,000, difference is 0. Okay, it says how many line item it is. Line item 1, line item 2, total 2 line items. Okay, it is a overview. You can see and decide whether this, whatever the GL account you want to post, whether it is good to go or not. If you are not sure whether it is correct or not, you can always go back. And do you want to exit editing? If you say yes, it will go out without saving. It is saying data will be lost. We don't want. We know this entry is correct. I want to save it. Then I'll say post. Let us see what happens. See, document 23,000 was posted in company code. You can see more also. See document, 23,000 was posted in company code A100. Okay, that means it is saying I have posted one document. The 23,000, it is from our document number range, whatever we have maintained. Okay, now we have posted a document. Now we will see how to view a document. Okay, here this is a T code FB03 and this is a path. Okay, document entry we have done. Document, we have something called display, document display. Okay, by default it picks the latest document we have posted, 23,000, and the company code. Just enter. It will show what is the document we have posted. You can see here account 4,000 salary account, which is debited, and cash account, which is credited. Okay, here you have change individual line item. I have told you earlier, SAP, once the document entered, if you feel I have by mistake entered 1,000, it should be 100, or actually it should be 10,000. You don't have, even though it shows change, there are very few fields where you can change. We will see what is a change here. And you have something called reverse document. Once you feel it is fundamentally wrong document I have posted, it can be wrong GL account, wrong amount. In those cases, you don't have an option other than reversing this document. Okay, we will see what is the next topic to cover. Obviously, we will come back to change. Okay, it's not talking about change. Whether we will have. Okay, it is not talking about the change. At least we will cover the how to view document. Again, we will see. Change document. Okay, for change document, we have T code FB02. Okay, here we can go to FB03 and go to the change also. See FB02. Go here. See, I'm just clicking on see. These fields are grayed out. That means you can't change these fields. You can change the value date, assignment, and text. Okay, if you want to say specifically, say salary for the month of August 2008 as per approved JV 001. I'll just say as per approved JV. Okay, I'm just saying we can change only the GL account. Go to next. We can apply our plus formula here. Oh, it doesn't seem working. Okay, save. Okay, change document. Okay, there are a few fields which you can change. Okay, now we will see how to view GL balances. Okay, you have a T code here and you have path here. You have account, FS tenant. See, the GL account 4100. We don't have anything 4100. We can just say 4000 in display. Okay, this is our GL account display screen. If you double click on cumulative amount, it will go to line item display where we have tick line item, right? So it will go to line item display. It will show us how this 1000 okay, you can see 1000 how this 1000 cumulative amount it has come, like if it is say 10,000 multiple of some few line items, in those cases we can see the line item display here. We will go back. Okay, this is how you can see a line item. Okay, GL master change. This is a T code. We will just go to okay, master records, centrally FS00. See, you have something called change. Okay, you want to change something, you can just say salary expense account. Okay, you can't change the GL account itself. Inside the GL account, you can change some fields. Here also you have limitations. There are some fields you can change. We had just changed the GL account, and you can change field status group, and you can change the line item display if you need or not. And you can change the sort key. Instead of posting date, if you want to sort this GL account on document date, then you can change the sort key also. Okay, I'll just save. Okay, this is how we can change a GL account. How to block or unblock a GL account? First, we will see how to block a GL account. We are here. We have something called block. Okay, it says block in chart of accounts. Blocked for creation, blocked for posting, blocked for planning. That means everything it says it is block in chart of accounts level. Okay, blocked for posting. This will impact only if they are creating a new GL account with this reference, or with blocked for creation. That means with this reference they can't create one more, and blocked for planning. With this GL account they can't use this GL account for planning, and blocked for posting. If you make this tick at chart of accounts level, at the time of creation of master data, we have seen it is a two tab where it says chart of accounts level and the company code level. If you block at chart of accounts level itself, it will impact even even the other company codes where they are using this salary GL account. If you block at chart of accounts level, or if you want to block only at this company code level, A100 only, then you can say blocked for posting in this company code only. Okay, you can tick this, you can untick this. That means it will be blocked in A100 only. As we have only one company code, as of now it will not make any difference either you want to block here or here. When you have multiple company code, then you need to see like you want to block this GL account in entirely, or you want to block this GL account only for this specific company code. Okay, we have blocked here, and we will see how it behaves. Okay, we'll see f-02. Okay, 4,000. Okay, account, there is a error. Account 4,000 in A100 is blocked for posting. So we can't use this GL accounts anymore. Okay, now we will see how to unblock. Again, it is a simple step. Go centrally, go to the same, remove all this, save. Now it is back in the same old position. Okay, if I see 4,000, yeah, it's proceeding further. That means I can post. Okay, I have posted one more document. Okay, we will stop here. please feel free to ask question or comment or suggest how I can improve these sessions. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for further updates. Thank you so much. Bye bye.